So I'm like very bodybuilder, crispy ball inside the bean. I have few friends now compared to the last time where I think nobody. Namaste. This is Jackson Wang. The second time visiting India. The first time I think was mainly around performances and show, but this time purely just as a person, as a human, didn't want to learn and be inspired and also get in deep into the local culture, the way, the food, the people, traditions, and sports, just being able to see everything with my own eyes. Back in high school, I have a lot of Indian friends, and every time during lunch, I was still I always go to, because I was in international school during lunch, all different ethnicity people sit in different tables, and they all prepare their own food, and some from home, some is they buy in school. So I would just go to every different table and I just grab food, and so I wouldn't prepare, so I'm very naughty back then. And I would always steal my Indian friends' food, although it was spicy. But I wasn't allowed with it. And after debut, after becoming an artist, as a group, as a solo, after I visited, I really liked it. And I really wanted to come back to explore more. That's why I'm here, not for performance. That's why I'm here as a person. I'm here to explore. Yeah, we met a few years ago in Coachella. We were performing on Sahara Tent, and his performance was the one after me as the closing of the night. And after my performance, I rushed down to watch his performance, and it was a good experience. And as a legend icon he is, I was thinking, one day if I can be able to work with him, that'll be crazy. And after a few years, when I was writing the song "Fuck," you thought of that, hey, Diljit would really sound really fire. So then I DM'd him, and he showed me a lot of love and a lot of support. Yeah, that's how everything happened. And I meet with him in the music video in LA, the support and love, and how just his gesture to me and his words are very inspiring to me as a singer. So I think maybe after Magic Man 2, potentially I really want to come to India to have my concert, or even be a part of his concert, so I hope that I can make that happen. I feel like Magic Man 2 is about how I view life in general, how I feel about humanity, how I feel about different industry, how I feel about show business, how I feel about reality, and how I feel when I was going through all that, and how I feel about my parents, I've never actually written a song about myself. What do I want to say as a person? So I think in a lot of my, for a long time in my career, I was being honest and authentic, yes, but I think for my music, I wasn't as authentic as me as a person. And so also I think that's the reason why with my audience can relate to me more than my music. And I think this album is one of those where I'm being honest and authentic about how I truly feel. We're on chapter 3. I think chapter 1 is more manic highs. It's more like when you think everything is good, when you don't know about anything. And second is when you figure out, oh, this is wrong. You lose control. And that happens with everybody. Your emotion kicks in. You start to react. You go crazy. You get sad. You get depressed. And third is realization, where you start to realize after you calm down, you start to realize a lot of things that you didn't know in the past. So, and then the fourth chapter is acceptance, where you grow up. Everything, the good and the bad that happened is what made who you are today. You accept everything and just move on with life. And that's the whole chapters for Magic Man 2. But if you break it down specifically, high low is talking about that's how I felt all these years. I felt alone, no matter how many people that surrounds me, that I'm with every single day. I always feel alone inside. Yeah. I think a lot of people can relate to that. We will forever be and we will die alone. And it's not a good thing, it's not a bad thing, it's just facts, right? That's like high. And G-bad is talking about you just have to be a bad person sometimes. Not to be a bad person, but to protect your own will, where people take advantage of your greatness, right? Your kindness, when people are taking advantage of your kindness, right? And there's songs I just released a week ago called Hate to Love. It's talking about people don't love to hate, people hate to love. That's how I felt, but specifically what happened, that's in my lyrics. So basically it's talking about it's easier to hate something than put in the effort to love. So that's just how I felt about humanity. That's everybody. Yeah, I think all these stories that I'm sharing with everyone, I'm sure you have your own version and you have your own aspect of that. And I just hope you can relate to that. And we all go through the same thing. We all go through, it's just different aspects. I also want to share to my community and audiences that you're not alone. And it's okay to say you're not okay a lot of times. It's okay to vent. It's okay. It's a part of the journey. It's a part of the chapters. But at the end, eventually, you will reach a stage that you just let it go. You just let it go. You just accept it. Just move on. Bringing joy, I think still able to do what I love and believe in. I think that's already a blessing. And I think about my audience, I think about my fans, because they're the only reason why I'm still able to do this, and it's super hard to sustain as an artist, as a musician, as a performer. It's super hard, and that's why I appreciate having performed since day one. Yeah, last time I experienced a lot, but it never ends. So this time I want to do more. I want to do some martial arts with my friends here. I have few friends now compared to the last time where I knew nobody. But yeah, definitely being more spending more time here. Last time I didn't really experience the nightlife here. I mean, subset feminine Nia Pa Gaginahi Balonga. Indian fans, Nebga Pesha, Chukabusai, Anga. If someone is willing to come, of course I'm at it right now. Mahinahi Balonga. Yeah, Management 2 is out July 18th, and recently have a song with Diljit Dosanjh called Buck, and please join the challenge. And also Management 2, the pre-order is out, it's available. And yeah, hopefully after July 18th, Management 2 out, potentially thinking about a world tour concert. Yeah, so if you're willing to come, I'll definitely be in the buy. Thank you.